Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. For those of you that this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, my other tarot channel is Moon Moth Goddess and we just hit 100,000 subscribers on that channel over the weekend. So if this reading does resonate for you and you want to check out the other readings that I do have posted on the other channel, I encourage you to check that out as well. For those of you that are wanting to book private readings, you can always find my email down below in the description box. I am using the same email address, filtering all of the private reading inquiries into one email box, which is the same as has always been, and you will always find that email down below in the description box. Just keep in mind, I will never reach out to you on social media. I will never reach out to you on the YouTube comments to offer you private readings. If someone is doing that, then just know that it's not me, okay? Whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube comments, if you see someone who looks like they're impersonating me and then offering you a reading or telling you that they feel called to give you a reading, I don't operate that way, okay? None of us do here on YouTube, or any other tarot reader that I know of goes out and just solicits readings. So just know, heads up with that, okay? So today's pick a card reading is actually one that was subscriber requested, actually from a subscriber from my other channel, Moon Moth Goddess, and they asked me to do this reading here on this channel, Neptune's Child. So we're going to do that today. I thought it was pretty interesting. And the subscriber requested was looking into what the full moon in Gemini, or otherwise known as the cold moon, which is going to be happening tomorrow, December 7th. What type of energies that full moon is going to really bring in for you, and how can you work with it. And I personally, whenever there's a full moon, I get a lot of anxiety. It just kind of, I don't know, it's just like it's so much energy that it affects me in a way that makes me feel like I'm on edge. Anxious. So I have to do lots of extra work to really ground myself and ground my energy through meditation. But I know a lot of you like to do like little rituals, you know, releasing, taking salt baths and clearing energy and things like that so that you can prepare for the new moon. Okay, so this is December's full moon in Gemini, the cold moon. We're going to be looking into what those energies are bringing in for you. You know, maybe some things, emotions even. Emotions is something that comes up a lot too. I notice for me especially too, with the full moon. So however, you know, that you want to choose this, if you feel drawn to more than one pile, that's perfectly okay for this. So basically we're looking at what the moon's energies are bringing in for you. How can you work with it? Maybe things that Spirit is wanting you to kind of focus on at this time, especially because this full moon in Gemini is going to be bringing in energies with Saturn, Neptune, and also the Mars retrograde. And I think that there's a bunch of mercurial energy that's in there as well. Okay, so it may be bringing up a lot for you, especially if you're sensitive and notice, you know, kind of yourself changing around the full moon energy. It affects everyone a little bit differently. Okay, so pile number 1, you are going to be this phosphiterite here. For pile 1, looking at the full moon in Gemini, the cold moon, the energies that this is bringing in for you, things that Spirit is wanting you to focus on at this time, you know, how you can work with that energy. Pile number 2, you are going to be this smoky quartz. And then pile number 3, you are going to be this amethyst. For pile 3. Okay, so pause the video if you need a little bit more time. We're going to be pulling tarot and oracle. Pile 1 with the phosphiterite, pile 2 with the smoky quartz, and then pile 3 with the amethyst. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi pile 1. So those of you that resonated with this phosphiterite crystal, this is going to be a reading today, and we are looking into how the full moon in Gemini, the cold moon, for December 7th, how is this moon energy going to be affecting you? What can you expect? The energies that might be coming through for you. So we'll see whatever Spirit is wanting to communicate. So for pile 1, what can you expect? What energies can you expect from the full moon in Gemini, the cold moon for December 2022? For pile 1, what is this full moon bringing in for you? For pile 1, the full moon in Gemini. Okay, so we do have the Two of Pentacles. What is this full moon in Gemini bringing in for pile number 1? We also have the Queen of Swords. Wow, we have the Empress. We have the Tower, the Tower in reverse. Okay. All right. Wow, and then we have the moon, the moon energy. Okay. So I want to kind of just pull another card for your overall energy, and I am going to be using another deck for that. So let's see. Let's get a card for the overall energy for pile 1 during this full moon in Gemini. What is the overall energy? We have the Three of Cups. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck for the other one that we were using, I saw the Two of Cups. Okay. So although you do have the moon energy here, which the moon can bring in a lot of sometimes illusions, delusion, confusion, a lot of suppressed feelings and emotions. Okay. The moon really is about our subconscious mind, and that can bring up a lot of irrational fears, anxiety, of course, which is how this affects me, is anxiety with the full moons. Yeah, I just feel like super on edge, like just I need to get stuff done, and everything is like making me anxious. But like I said, it affects everybody very differently. But for you, pile number 1, because your overall energy here is the Three of Cups, this really is, you know, a period of happiness, joy. Yes. With the moon energy, it can bring in a lot of things to the surface for you. And what I feel like is happening here is like, I'm noticing that you have the Tower energy in reverse. Okay. So some of you could have been experiencing some type of Tower moment in your life, whether that is some huge change, upheaval, chaotic energy, you know, and this could even be from things that are kind of beneath the surface here with the moon energy. These are things that are hidden, things that are concealed, things that may be kind of like at the back of our subconscious mind. I feel like what I'm seeing here for some of you is going to be some things that you're needing to release. Okay. And it could be that there is stuff coming up that you've been kind of holding in, you know. It could be certain fears that you have. It could be certain feelings and emotions from past situations that you've gone through, and these things kind of coming to the surface. Okay. So I am kind of feeling this need for extra grounding with this energy, especially with the Tower being here. But the Tower in reverse can also talk about a need for us to really closely examine certain things within our life that Spirit may have already been asking for us to release or to shift or to change. So it could be bringing up certain feelings and emotions within you. And I feel like with the Two of Pentacles being here, the Two of Pentacles is a lot about balance. So many of you, this may be affecting you very in ways in which you feel kind of like all over the place with the Two of Pentacles. However, like I said, with the Two of Cups being here, the Three of Cups, the Two of Cups is a card of balance, a card of harmony. Okay. The Three of Cups energy is something of joy and happiness and maybe even celebratory energy for some of you. Some of you could be going to like parties, events, things of that nature, or feeling something. For some of you, it can even be that you have some type of epiphany or realization of something that you are letting go of during this full moon energy. And because of that release, that could also be bringing in this sense of, I almost feel like peace of mind in some way, because the Two of Pentacles is about really working towards our priorities and finding balance within our life. And it could be that there are certain things, for some of you with the Two of Cups, it can even be maybe working on romantic relationships, connections, bringing about balance there as you work towards releasing certain things. Like, let's just say that you are someone who's in a relationship and you have, with the moon energy, you have some like underlying fears, insecurities. You know, to me, it's about bringing these things to the surface. It's kind of you closely examining what those feelings and emotions are, what kind of feelings it's kind of evoking within you, so that you're working towards releasing those things. Okay, with the Tower, that is that need for release with that Tower energy. And sometimes Spirit does give us those little nudges, right? By kind of bringing up certain things and letting us know, hey, this is something that you need to focus on. This is something that you need to pay attention to, because whatever this might be is still maybe affecting your energy. Okay, but what I'm kind of seeing here, you have the Empress and you have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords energy is about clarity. It's about accessing clear, logical, rational thinking. And I love to see that, especially with you guys having the moon here, because like I said, the moon can bring in illusion. It can be very deceptive. It can make us kind of, hold on to certain fears or illusions about things and be very deceiving energy. It creates a lot of clouded judgment, right? So some of you may even go through that period during the full moon where you feel a lot of just clouded energy, clouded thoughts, clouded thinking, maybe even intuition being a little bit foggy. And so there's going to be, with the moon energy here, maybe things coming to the surface for you to be able to kind of really closely look at, like I said, about what things you're needing to let go of, things that are not really in alignment with you. In the full moon, doing rituals with release and things like that is perfect for that. You can work like creating like writing little things down, things that you are releasing. Those of you that like to do little rituals, little ceremonies with releasing things, writing out notes, letters, things like that, of the things that you are releasing and letting go of. Of course, fire safe bowl when you're doing things like that, burning that little letter to release certain things. But yeah, there are many different ways of working with that full moon energy. But what I also love that you have here is both the Queen of Swords and the Empress, okay? The Empress is all about manifestation and love. And I feel like it is truly a very beautiful energy of you maybe working with this energy to feel and release, maybe, like I said, any fears and any insecurities, and really work towards, I feel like bringing about more balance and harmony also within yourself. Because those of you that are, not really in a relationship or anything like that, you don't have anybody that you're with right now. The Two of Cups can be about you finding that balance and harmony within yourself, okay, which is truly beautiful. It's about releasing these things that do come to the surface and maybe being able to take decisive action towards certain things that you really want. Maybe for those of you, if you're trying to work towards manifesting, something with the Empress energy here, that you, instead of feeling a little bit clouded with that moon energy, that you really step into this energy here of the Queen of Swords, in which you are able to be very objective about things, certain thoughts that you might have, feelings that are kind of coming up for you, and you're able to kind of maybe even change or shift perspective with that, okay? And kind of look at those situations that are kind of coming up, or feelings, emotions that the full moon energy is kind of bringing up within you, that you can choose to kind of look at that from the Empress energy, which is that of unconditional love, compassion, empathy, even if it's towards another person, or if you're kind of bringing in those energies for yourself, right? Being compassionate for yourself, especially with that moon, if things are coming up that you're needing to heal, okay, is what I'm kind of seeing with that. And I'm looking underneath the Two of Cups is the Ace of Swords. That's clarity. That's a breakthrough. that can even be some type of download from spirit that is giving us some type of idea or inspiration or clarity that we've really been looking for, especially for those of you that have been feeling that moon energy already. But I want to kind of look at that a little bit more. Okay. Why is the moon energy here? For pile 1, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, it can be surrounding opportunities, right? Opportunities that are available, or you really kind of being open and more open and receptive to taking certain opportunities, right? Being able to look at things, like I said, objectively. Some of you literally, like I said, it could be about love, right? Confusion about something having to do with love, feelings, emotions, maybe even from past connections or somebody that you're currently involved with, is what I'm seeing there, right? And maybe even if you have like a confusing love situation, or there is maybe illusion surrounding a specific romantic partner, that you are finally able to, see the situation clearly. If it's something that you feel that is good for you, that you feel like this person in your life is someone who's adding value, or it could even be that you kind of come under the realization that this is something that, or a person that you do want to release. Okay, so that's kind of with this Tower energy here. It's bringing in a lot of these things to the surface. The Tower energy is helping you to, because these things are coming to the surface, it's helping you to examine those feelings, those fears, those worries, whatever that is in your moon energy personally, for you to kind of examine it, right? Look at it with your Queen of Swords energy, decide whether or not it is the best opportunity or it is the best, say, romantic situation for you. So that, and for others of you, it can even be like if you have certain opportunities that are there and you're kind of confused about whether or not you want that thing, right? Because the moon can also talk about uncertainty, fear of the unknown, right? What's going to happen? What's going to happen in the future? That you are better able with the Queen of Swords energy here to kind of look at those things clearly, to take, in order to take decisive action towards whatever it is that you're working towards manifesting into your life. Okay, so this is, I feel like, important energy for you. I'm noticing the Three of Cups again underneath the deck. So like I said, this Three of Cups can bring in a lot of happiness, joy, some type of celebratory energy, whether it is because you feel some sense of clarity, and maybe that clarity is something that you've been wanting for a while, is to kind of have a clear plan or some type of direction or action that you're wanting to take, I feel like, within your life. So yeah, I feel like Spirit is also wanting you to focus on, I'm noticing that around this Empress there's a bunch of butterflies. So for many of you, it's continuing on this process of transformation, healing, right, that comes with that process. Many of you could be working on nurturing the self, nurturing the feminine energy, creating more balance within your life with the Two of Pentacles, right? Maybe it's kind of showing you here that you're needing to kind of examine maybe what types of things or situations you have yourself involved in now. And with the Two of Pentacles energy here, you're really being able to kind of make choices, weigh your options, to be able to make clear decisions, and also kind of keep any priorities in check for yourself to make the most, I feel like, of this full moon energy. So I do want to get a little clarification for that Three of Cups, what this might be. What is this Three of Cups energy here? You know, like I said, for some of you, yeah, look at that. We've got death here. Okay, that is transformation. That is bringing something to an end that you feel is no longer in alignment. And like I said, for some of you, it can be relief, right? It can be relief. Like, wow, finally, I have this weight lifted from my shoulder. Maybe, like I said, Spirit has been giving you that nudge to let something go, right? Maybe it is the fear of the unknown. Maybe it is, you know, opening yourself up to new opportunities, new love, new connections, being more open and receptive to what the universe is offering to you in terms of opportunities with career or finances or anything else. Okay, let's see what else. What is this Three of Cups energy here? All right, so we do have the Five of Cups, and then we also have, again, the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so Two of Pentacles, again, it is about us, like I said, getting our priorities in order, bringing more balance within our life, weighing our options, making choices, decisions, change, right, that could be taking place. The Five of Cups is also talking about feelings of heaviness, sadness. So some of you may even be, with that moon energy, bringing up a lot of old, and I'm going to say this, old love stuff, old romantic partnerships, people that you still have feelings for that have been buried deep, right? Things that Spirit is saying, in order for you to transform and transmute this energy into something powerful for yourself, this full moon energy could be bringing up a lot of old stuff to the surface, right? The Five of Cups can talk about grief, pain, loss, sadness, guilt, shame, resentment, like all those heavy, heavy feelings, right? So maybe this is a time during this full moon where you are taking up these emotions that are coming to the surface, and you're learning how to be able to release these things, right? In order to kind of go through that transformation. And like I said, for many of you, the release of those feelings and those emotions, allowing yourself to cry, allowing yourself to release, right? So that you can heal it and let it go. You're able to kind of go through this very powerful transformative type of process. And that in itself, to me, looking at it, because I've gone through this too, and that in itself with that Three of Cups leads you to feeling lighter, right? We're not carrying around old baggage. And even if it's not just romantic stuff, it can even be stuff that happened between you and a friend, or you and a family member, where you're just letting a lot of that go. Or even some of you that may have lost family members, right? Or loved ones that are still grieving. It's really about this transformative process of you kind of using that energy and transmuting it into something powerful with that Empress energy. Okay, which is something that I'm seeing here for you. So let's go into looking at a little bit of your oracle. And we do also have Cancer, Scorpio energy here, Capricorn. We also have Pisces, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, Capricorn is what I'm seeing there. Okay, so let's go into these oracle messages here, see what else Spirit is saying, right? So lots of feelings, emotions. Sometimes these things can hit us out of nowhere, be very unexpected. We could be feeling very emotional, very sensitive. And I feel like this is also a time where Spirit's saying, if this kind of stuff comes up for you, take time to nurture yourself. Okay? Self-care, self-love. They're coming up to the surface for a reason, right? In order for you to heal. Not to say obsess, right? Not to obsess, but to more so look at something objectively. Why is this feeling coming up right now? Right? Why do I still have this fear? Let's see, pile one. How is the full moon in Gemini? What is it bringing in for you? What can you expect? How can you work with this energy? The full moon in Gemini, the cold moon. We have duality, okay? It says duality, self-awareness, observe, and release, okay? And that's just what I was talking about here, is with your Five of Cups, right? If you have some stuff, some heavy stuff coming to the surface, no matter when it's from, we observe it, right? Why are these feelings still here? So we can, like I said, with the Queen of Swords is a very observant energy, very objective, okay? Look at them, nurture those feelings, emotions as they come up for you so that you can release them, right? With that Tower energy. So it's kind of like this purge, I feel like, in some way, right? You can be observant, aware of those feelings that are still there, those insecurities that are still there, those fears that are still there, right? Do we need them? Probably not. This is where we take this full moon energy and release it. Okay. So let's see. We also have hidden here, and it says wisdom, elementals, fairy, and uncover. And I feel like with what Spirit is saying here with the hidden energy is because the moon is a hidden energy, right? These are things that are hidden beneath the surface, right? Whether in our mind, our feelings and emotions that we've suppressed. And so I feel like for some of you, when you're having these things come to the surface, that there's a lot of knowledge to be gained. from understanding, right? Because you delve into the self, you learn more about the self through this transformative process of transmuting that energy. So I feel like Spirit's saying, pay attention, right? We have the fairies here, the elementals, you know, it's kind of like all of these energies are kind of coming together to help you to heal this. Whether you are someone who does, you know, connect with the fae, you connect with the animals, the elementals, and you are receiving those messages and those downloads of what those emotions and feelings that are coming up, you know, what Spirit is really trying to tell you with this energy here. Okay, so I feel like, yes, hidden wisdom, knowledge, intuition, inner knowing, right? What is the full moon in Gemini bringing for pile 1? Uniqueness. Look at this. Unique, perfect self and honor. Okay. And what does she have here? I want to say she has little lobster claws for hands. Unique, perfect self and honor. Yeah. And to me, that is all about the embodiment of that, the Empress energy, right? This is you really working on this transformative process to feel better about yourself, to feel more confident, to love yourself more, right? To learn your worth and your value, right? Especially for those of you that have insecurities, right? That are coming up to the surface, things that are bothering you. This is about you working towards changing that energy and loving yourself, right? As you are, knowing that Spirit is letting you know, hey, you are perfect, right? You are perfect just as you are. Okay. I almost feel like not being so hard on ourselves with that energy too. We also have harmony here, balance, energy, breathe or breath and flow. Breath and flow. Okay. So maybe for some of you, meditation may be something Spirit is also wanting you to focus on. Breath work, those of you that like to do breath work. Deep breathing, right? Sometimes we can forget how to breathe in a way that I mean that we think we all know how to breathe, right? And this was something that I learned when I was in Reiki school, is we started learning how to do breath work and how most people breathe, and they don't inhale fully. They don't inhale fully and use the full capacity of their lungs. We're only using the top half, and we don't have those deep breaths that are like all the way to the bottom of our lungs. And sometimes that can be something that does, for some people, create anxiety, right? Or cause other issues that they might have. So I feel like for many of you that do say struggle with anxiety, or the moon does affect you maybe in the same way that it does for me, like a lot of just, like a lot of anxiety or just feeling on edge, that breath work, meditation may be something to help you to really get grounded, right? So that you can find that balance. And also when we saw the 2 of Cups earlier, that is harmony, right? That is balance. That is union within the self that we can find through this process, right? of release. Okay. So really, really beautiful. Let's see what else. Pile number 1. Actually, let's go into this one first. Let's do the goddess deck. Pile 1. What can you expect from this full moon in Gemini, the cold moon? What kind of energies is it bringing in for you? What do you need to focus on? How can you work with it? We have Hathor, Goddess Hathor with generosity. Okay. To me, this is putting you in that state of flow, of receiving, right? Kindness, generosity towards others. This leaves us in a place where we are open and receptive to receive what the universe is also bringing in for us. We have Kuan Yin with compassion, okay, which we're seeing there with the Empress. Compassion, love, right? And especially if those of you that notice that there are some heavy, heavy feelings that are coming up to the surface for you to really take a look at. Like I said, they're coming up for a reason, for you to be able to release with that Death card, okay, to transform. So this is a need for us to hold compassion towards ourselves for those things, right? Not to be hard on ourselves, like, wow, why am I still thinking of this person? Why am I still thinking of this inner child stuff? Okay, this is for us to take that time to honor, right? Uncover, be more self-aware of those feelings and those emotions, and hold compassion to ourselves, right? It's okay not to be okay from certain things that we have gone through, and we still need a little bit of work on, right? We're not being so hard on ourselves, but we're honoring those feelings as they come up. If we need to cry, if we need to scream, whatever it is, release, okay? Release. So let's see what else. Full moon in Gemini for pile number 1. We have perseverance. Okay, perseverance here with Demeter. And perseverance is about continuing, and then I'm seeing alignment at the bottom. Okay, so maybe this is also Spirit saying here, this is a good time to come into alignment, right? We have duality here, we have harmony, we have balance, equilibrium. So by releasing these things, right, things that are coming to the surface, persevering through them, right? Perseverance can sometimes talk about these challenges, right, that we're faced with. Sometimes when we think, okay, I'm good, I'm fine, and I'm going to continue to move forward on my path, we're hit with something, right? We're hit with a little bit of a setback or something that we're needing to kind of overcome. And that energy of perseverance is about you embodying that energy of the Queen of Swords: vision, planning, strategy, focus, discipline, right? The Empress energy, all about nurturing, right? Nurturing ideas, creation, creativity, fertility, growth, right? And persevering beyond certain things, right? And maybe for some of you, it is going to be that need to kind of create and promote more balance within your life, to find that harmony within self, so that you are able to stay focused on whatever this is that you are working towards manifesting. Okay, so alignment is beautiful for you to find that with being able to release certain things here. Okay, so let's go into this one here. Let's see what else. Pile number 1, full moon in Gemini. Let's see. Full moon in Gemini energy for pile number 1. Okay, look at that. Creativity, happiness, right? That is that 3 of Cups right there. Maybe there is some type of clarity. Maybe there is some type of opportunity that is being uncovered for you, right? Something that's being hidden from you, the moon, right? And then out of that, we have the Knight of Cups. That is opportunity. That is some type of offer, or someone, maybe even for some of you, someone coming towards you. Maybe it is for love. Maybe it is for something else, right? That is helping you. Some of you, this can, like I said, literally be coming together with family, with friends, having a good time, something to celebrate here. What else here? I don't know. Maybe some of you accomplished something that you've been continuing to work on. Maybe it's a creative idea. Maybe there's clarity surrounding that for you, something that you are working towards creating. And basically, Spirit's saying here with perseverance, don't give up, right? Do not give up on the dreams that you have, right? Be self-aware of any insecurities and underlying fears and doubts that you have about your power with that Empress energy. Full moon. Timing here. Timing. This is Spirit saying here. Something about this timing here is really important, right? So knowing when to take action, right? Knowing when to take action. Don't miss out, right? If there is a certain opportunity that is coming towards you, maybe this timing of this coming to you is something that's very important, okay? We have dreams at the bottom. So many of you, this is focusing, paying attention to your dreams. The moon can also talk about dreams, okay? But yeah, we have energy here, balance, energy, flow. I love this because you have this energy of alignment here, okay? I want to look at what Spirit is saying you're needing to know about this timing here. Okay, so what does pile 1 need to know about the timing? I feel like it's the timing that the opportunity, or even some type of creative idea, a need to take action towards it, right? Things kind of opened up for you. Let's see. the Ace of Cups. Okay, so yeah, some of you it's love. Okay, with the Ace of Cups, some of you it is an opportunity for love. For others of you, this is a creative idea. Okay, we have creativity here. The Ace of Cups, or the Cups energy in general, is about creative ideas. It's about allowing that creativity to flow. It's some type of opportunity, right? Maybe it's an intuitive type of download that you do receive through your dreams, right? Some type of creative inspiration. And I am seeing the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. So many of you, whatever this Ace of Cups is, for many of you, it could be maybe some type of commitment coming in, right? Aligning your energy so that you're ready to receive new love. For others of you, this is some type of creative idea or inspiration that's coming in. And the timing is important, right? To take action towards that. Because with the Queen of Pentacles here, it's helping you towards your goals, your dreams, your desires, right? You're aligning with them is what's important now. So sometimes in order for us to align with a certain manifestation that we have, there are things we need to release, right? Those can literally be, like I said, fears, doubts, insecurities, a fear of what's going to happen in the future, right? Not taking action because we're scared, right? Of how this is going to work out, how it's going to happen. In the meantime, we're delaying, right? We're setting ourselves back. And so this is Spirit saying, let's let this go. Whatever these things are that you're kind of holding on to, let's release these, right? So that you're able to continue to persevere, continue to move forward, stand your ground, focus on what this is that you are wanting here. So let's see what else. Last messages, pile one, this full moon energy in Gemini. We have an ending here. Okay, we've already seen that with the death card. Okay, something's coming to an end here. It could be a cycle that's closing. It could be a certain pattern of behavior that you're working on transforming. Focusing on new beginnings here, right? With that Ace of Cups, right? Ending cycles, closing cycles, letting stuff go, releasing. Full moon, we got passion here, right? Maybe there's something that Spirit is bringing in. We have destruction and we also have peace, right? So what I'm kind of seeing here is something is being broken down. Right? Something's being broken down here, whether it is the version of the old self, or it is, you know, to helping you along your transformative process, or it is, you know, like I said, old version of you, let it go, new version of you, let's go. Let's get this energy, right? Balanced out in alignment with what we want. Yeah, so to me, the destruction here, the ending, this is a good thing. Right? That tower is not a scary tower, although the tower energy can be scary, right? Sometimes when it's very unexpected, very sudden, but I feel like this is a good thing, right? Look at the rest of the energy that's here, right? Happiness, creativity, you know, wisdom, release, balance, harmony, right? Peace, okay? By releasing something here for you. It's going to be different, of course, for all of you because it's a general reading, but it's a beautiful energy. And then you have authentic at the bottom, okay? Which is, to me, you truly stepping into your authenticity, right? Going through this transformative process by being able to acknowledge, yes, when there are certain things that you notice have been holding you back, right? From achieving your greatness, your fullest potential, okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you. Pile number one. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile two. So those of you that resonated with the smoky quartz, this is going to be a reading today, and we're looking at the full moon in Gemini, the cold moon, December 2022 for December 7th. That is bringing in energies of Saturn, Neptune, and Mars retrograde energies. Also some mercurial energy there as well, okay? So we're looking at how this full moon in Gemini is going to be affecting you, what it's maybe possibly bringing up for you, okay? A lot of this energy because of Saturn and Mars, for many of you, it is really kind of asking you to really work with this energy in a way that you are focusing on what your manifestations are. Really kind of pushing us towards aligning with, you know, the things that we are working towards manifesting, right? And the Neptune energy can definitely bring in a lot of very dreamy energy. Right? Sometimes that can bring about illusions with Neptune. So let's see. So pile number 2. What is this full moon in Gemini bringing in for you? What type of energies? How can you work with it? What can you expect from this full moon in Gemini, pile number 2? Okay, so we have the King of Wands. King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. What is this moon bringing in? We've got the Knight of Cups. We have the High Priestess. Okay. Five of Swords. Okay. So I will say a little bit of what I'm kind of more or less kind of seeing as self-sabotaging thoughts that may be kind of creeping in. Okay. And I feel like this is kind of bringing it in a way that it's presenting some type of a little bit of a stall, stagnancy, because with the Four of Cups energy here being in reverse, this can sometimes talk about us feeling a little bit emotionally unstable. Okay. A little bit of emotional instability that, and as I was saying in the beginning, the full moon also affects me. It brings me a lot of anxiety, okay? It makes me very on edge. And sometimes, yes, it does bring in a lot of crazy feelings and emotions that I do have too. Also from my past, inner childhood stuff, mostly. Once in a while, it'll bring in stuff from old partnerships that I still need to heal, right? So like I said, this is a general reading. You know, the full moon energy can affect you in many different ways, really depending on what your placements are and things like that. So take this how it resonates. But yes, the Four of Cups energy in reverse, I am seeing that as some emotional instability, right? Which means that maybe for some of you, when it comes to past connections, past relationships, love situations, or even anything else, right, that you've got, that you're dealing with, it can bring a lot of those emotions that are there, right? The Five of Swords energy can be a feeling of defeat, right? It can be that we're feeling self-sabotaging types of thoughts, right? Maybe if for those of you that are feeling emotionally discontent with that Four of Cups energy here, I feel like Spirit is saying here with this, and the way that you can really, I feel like, acknowledge this energy is pay attention, right? We can pay attention to those feelings and those emotions that are kind of coming up to the surface. Especially being more mindful of self-sabotaging types of thoughts, the feeling of defeat because of the emotional instability that you might feel. Now, the other energies that I'm seeing here, you've got the King of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the High Priestess, which are all beautiful energies, right? Beautiful energies. The High Priestess is about us really kind of going within our inner knowing, our intuition, and really kind of, you know, feeling what we feel from a place of our heart is the best choice, is the best decision, no matter what it is that you're feeling these emotions for. The Knight of Cups is about keeping ourselves open to opportunities. For some of you, that is love. For others of you, it can be creative opportunities. You do have the King of Wands here, which is a very powerful energy, okay? It is being more confident in the self, right? Learning to be more confident in the self and to truly learn to trust your intuition and where it is guiding you towards with whatever opportunities. So paying attention to the emotional kind of upset, imbalance that you might be feeling that this full moon is bringing in. Any self-sabotaging thoughts, bringing awareness to them, and then kind of maybe even for some of you taking some time to really meditate and go within with that High Priestess energy, right? Because the Five of Swords energy is not going to be, this is more ego, I feel like. Okay? Sometimes our ego, when it's out of balance or when we're kind of delving too far into the ego and not too much intuition, right? This can cause a lot of self-limiting beliefs or thoughts that we have that are sabotaging ourself. Okay? So if you have like a creative project you're wanting to do, something that you're wanting to build and focus on working towards building a solid foundation for yourself, right? At this time, this is Spirit saying here, go within, especially when you feel your emotions kind of like all over the place with this full moon energy. You're feeling boredom, discontent, not really liking, maybe say for some of you, things that are kind of happening within your life, right? Things that you want to change. And sometimes that Four of Cups energy can be when we're feeling really sorry for ourselves and we want things to be different. We want things to change. This is about us becoming that change that we want to see. Okay? The High Priestess is really, our intuition. It is our connection to Source, our connection to God, Spirit, Universe. So this is about us opening up that channel, maybe through meditation, maybe through stillness, calm, quiet, and really listening to what our inner voice, our soul is really calling us and guiding us towards. And for many of you, I feel like it's guiding you towards this King of Wands energy, embodying that energy of the King of Wands, in which you step into your power, right? You let go of the self-sabotaging thoughts, or at least you bring awareness to them. Like, why am I thinking like this right now? Why do I feel so low or so sad or so bummed, right? With that Four of Cups energy. Right? The King of Wands doesn't become the King of Wands by self-sabotaging thoughts or these emotional, unstable kind of feelings and emotions. The Four of Cups is also a card of missed opportunity, right? Missing out on opportunities, not paying attention. We can have a blind spot. There could be something that Spirit is trying to bring into us and we don't even notice because we're so focused on things that are not going right in our life, right? Everything that's going wrong, and that's where our focus is. So more or less for you. I mean, even with the Four of Cups in reverse, like I said, emotional, unstable emotions, this full moon energy can also make us act out of character for ourselves. So you may feel a little bit out of balance with this full moon energy. So this is really Spirit saying, go within, right? Take that time to really listen to what your heart, your soul is calling you to do at this time with whatever decisions you might have to make, right? And when we can kind of step into our power here as the King of Wands, which of course is not easy, right? Especially when you've got these maybe intrusive, self-sabotaging thoughts, right? The feeling of defeat, something didn't go your way, something didn't work out, something isn't happening in the way that you expected to or wanted to, right? The important thing is that we keep ourselves open and receptive to understanding that if something is not, we're being met with resistance with something else, that there's a higher purpose for that. And that's having that understanding of that and keeping ourselves open and receptive to other opportunities that Spirit is kind of helping us to better align our energies with, right? So the King of Wands energy is really a passionate, driven type of energy. It's an energy of leadership. It is a very masculine energy, right? The element of fire, in which we are moving towards our goals. We move towards them in a way that we feel that these goals are alluring to us. We want to stay focused on them. This is about you stating what you want, how you want it, why you want it, and going after it, right? Not having the pity party for the self, not getting sucked into self-sabotaging types of thoughts or their feeling of defeat and feeling like, I can't do this. This King of Wands is telling you, yes, you can. Listen to your intuition. There are opportunities coming towards you, opportunities surrounding you, right? With really working towards building something solid for yourself, okay? So yeah, with that Four of Cups, I want to kind of look at what this might be for you. What is this Four of Cups in reverse for pile 2? Some of you, it can even be like if you're dealing with someone, like you're having, your love life is giving you a headache, right? With that Four of Cups, and you feel defeated, like I haven't found someone, or the person that I'm currently dealing with, everything's going wrong, So that can also be what a lot of those emotions for some of you might be too, okay? And this is really Spirit saying during this time, the High Priestess is going to be your best friend, your intuition, okay? Honor what your intuition is guiding you to do in the situation, no matter what it is. Why is the Four of Cups energy here in reverse? We have the Tower, okay? So the Tower energy is a card of release, okay? So it could be that there's a lot of, I'm noticing that this is a thing, right? With full moon energy. It's not just me, okay? But the Four of Cups energy in reverse, like I said, unstable feelings, emotions, right? Emotional imbalance that we're feeling. The Tower energy is a need for release of what these things are, right? So these emotions can hit very sudden, very unexpected. you're driving down the street, you're in the car, and all of a sudden, bam, these feelings come up, right? They're coming up for a reason, not for us to obsess, not for us to feel defeated about whatever this is, but for us to release, for the purpose of release. Okay? The tower energy is something that happens by divine intervention. So in a way, it's like spirit is pushing us, urging us to release certain feelings, emotions that are not, or are keeping us out of alignment, right? Of what our passions are, our dreams are, our goals are, and about us kind of taking or being the authority, right, in our own life to work towards whatever this is that we're truly wanting here. So what I want to do, I want to get an overall energy for you guys, okay? But we've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries. Okay. So, pile 2. What is your overall energy for this full moon in Gemini? Full moon in Gemini. How's it affecting pile number 2? What can they expect? We have, wow, the devil. Okay. The devil energy can definitely bring in a lot of ego-based fears, doubts, insecurities that are in a way kind of controlling or manipulating us, right? Into thinking we cannot do something, we cannot accomplish this. The devil can also talk about obsessive behavior, obsessive thoughts, you know, attachment, codependency, addictive type of, you know, energies that we might have. And so I feel like this is something to kind of watch out for, right? We want to be, like I said, be mindful, be cognizant of these feelings and the emotions as they come up. For some of you, it could be that there's certain things that you're needing to release from past with that 4 of Cups. In reverse, maybe someone that you have an attachment to or codependent with. The devil can also be, what else here? Yeah, anything that is making us feel restrictive, right? Making us feel restricted, making us feel held back, even if it is self-limiting beliefs, right, that are holding us back. So pay attention, right, to that. The devil is an illusion. It makes us feel, right, that we are stuck, that we are bound, that we are always, let's just say, going to be in that 5 of Swords energy, right? The 5 of Swords is a challenge. It's mentally challenging us, our thoughts, our communication, even with other people. Some of you with that 5 of Swords can even literally be having arguments, tension, right, with other people. So emotions running high for sure for you with this energy, right? So, and especially if you're someone who has a tendency with these unstable feelings and emotions, if somebody upsets you, right, you can go straight to your shadow self and, you know, tell this person or give this person a piece of your mind. So yeah, I feel like Spirit's just saying, be aware, right, of your feelings, of your emotions. Some of you, that 5 of Swords could literally be arguing, tension, fighting, disagreements that you notice, just conflict, right, with other people. Okay, so let's see what else here. Pile 2. We also have Capricorn energy with that devil. Right, it could even be a lot of our shadow side is something that's coming to the surface during this full moon energy, right? A lot of our not so great personality traits. Okay, like I said, that 4 of Cups in reverse, acting out of character for the self, right? Maybe you get easily triggered, right? You fly off the handle with your 5 of Swords energy, right? But this to me is like Spirit saying, go within, right? High Priestess. Pile 2, what is this full moon energy bringing in for you? We have the quickening, okay? Discovery, acceleration, knowledge, and source. Okay. We have gifted here, and it says fertility, creativity, growth, and space, right? So maybe this is giving you an opportunity to grow, right? To allow yourself space to grow, to change, to transform, I feel like, into that King of Wands and become more empowered with that energy of your intuition with that High Priestess, right? To me, with this energy of quickening, it is about something that is almost like something that you are manifesting here, right? Maybe the source is giving you a bunch of the downloads, and your intuition is going to be very important during this time of the full moon. Spirit really giving you, right? We have knowing here, divination, converse, energy, and free will. Look at how she's got these little tarot cards here, right? Her little tarot cards. She's got her pendulum. What else does she have here? She's got her little hand of fate. Pendulums back here, right? So many of you, it's like there is this need maybe for you. Like I said, intuition is going to be super important. Maybe there are certain downloads that you receive during this time from Spirit, right? So pay attention to around you, okay? This is also a time for you for powerful manifestation, right? Especially in that King of Wands energy. Don't let those fears hold you back, okay? With the devil, be mindful of them. They come up, they're acting maybe irrational thoughts, insecurities, fears that are kind of coming up here. Yeah, don't let that throw you off, right? Although it might with the Four of Cups energy in reverse, that emotions can kind of throw you out of balance, right? Emotions can also be something that cloud our judgment. They cloud and block our intuition. So the Tower energy here is saying if there's any emotions that are coming up, especially aligned with self-sabotaging thoughts, self-limiting beliefs, the Tower is about release, right? Releasing these things, letting them go. These are not in alignment for you. Spirit is wanting you to embody the energy of the King of Wands, okay? We also have the energy of Enchanted here, childlike wonder, the Fae, and also gateways. So to me, this is about you also tapping into your energy of the inner child. Maybe for some of you, inner child work may be something that's important to do during this time, right? Maybe there are certain things that you're needing to release emotionally with that. But this is also you tapping into that childlike energy of creativity, right? Creativity. The things that you feel passionate towards with that King of Wands, and pursue them, right? Pursuing them, not allowing these things to hold you back and keep you stuck and keep you blocked, right? And kind of hanging out in that Five of Swords energy too long, okay? So let's see what else here. Yeah, to me, it's like you may be receiving a lot of downloads, right? From source, a lot of downloads here. Some of you like to connect and, through the tarot or through other forms of divination, to connect with your spirit guides, your ancestors, your higher self. This is an important time for you, right? Maybe you'll get some important messages that are helping to guide you along your path, right? So give yourself a reading, right? Give yourself a reading. Get some oracle cards if you don't know how to read tarot, and just something that's going to really kind of help you, right? The guidebooks sometimes with many oracle decks have a lot of beautiful information, right? That's very helpful for us. So pile number 2, what is this full moon in Gemini bringing for you? What can you expect? How can you work with it? Pile 2, we have duality with hell. We have sacrifice here. Okay, so letting something go, making some type of a sacrifice. To me, that it's also about you finding balance within the self with that duality there, right? We have Bast with the pleasures of life, right? And I feel like this is Spirit wanting you to really enjoy, right? Be happy. We also have Freya here. And I'm going to cover this up a little bit. But this is basically talking about our energy within, our passionate drive type of energy, okay? That energy that is stored within the sacral chakra, right? Which is our passion, it's our creative energy, okay? Which is Spirit saying it's going to be something that's coming through very powerful for you. So this is a time to really work with that energy, that drive, that fire, that passion within you, right? That's really going to help with that. It is our power, our essence, right? So yeah, lots of powerful, passionate, creative energies that are kind of coming through. And maybe that's why Spirit is saying here, this energy is important because it's going to help you to really kind of discover maybe things about yourself, accelerate you onto this path of working towards manifestation, okay, the things you are manifesting. I am seeing, I want to see what the energy of sacrifice is here. What are you sacrificing, Pile? Number 2, what is Pile 2 sacrificing? We have the Hermit. Okay. Virgo energy. Sacrificing the Hermit. Spirit is saying here, are you sacrificing yourself in a way that, and I'm noticing she's holding a bird cage here. The Hermit is an energy of self-discovery. It is time to, where we spend in introspection, in reflection. For many of you, it can be with the full moon energy, maybe that this is you are making a sacrifice by giving time to yourself, okay? The Hermit can be about a need for us to spend some time alone, okay? Spend some time alone. So maybe that is a little bit of a sacrifice that you might be making, is to say no to people. Like if they ask you, hey, do you want to go do this tonight? Do you want to go do that? This? No, I'm going to work on myself tonight or today, right? So maybe that Hermit energy, it has been Spirit saying, maybe you have been sacrificing your own well-being, your own emotional well-being for another person. It's time to bring that energy back to yourself. You're reclaiming you through this, okay? So are you losing yourself because of another person, another situation? To me, that is you spending that time in reflection, introspection, diving deep within the self, discovering you. Through this process, Spirit is giving you, and that may be why Spirit is saying here, those of you that like to do divination, right? Tarot readings and things like that. Like I said, give yourself a reading. Ask Spirit, what are the most important energies that I need to focus on right now? Where do I need to focus? What is my next step? Right? Yeah. Let's see. What else is this sacrifice energy? The 10, look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. This is Spirit saying, I'm seeing the 4 of Cups again at the bottom. Okay. So the 10 of Pentacles energy is really Spirit saying here, it's time to give back to you. The 10 of Pentacles being here is really Spirit saying that this action that you take with the downloads, the intuition, intuitive guidance that Spirit is giving to you right now is helping you to align with this 10 of Pentacles, which is long-term financial stability, security, right? But through this process of us feeling maybe defeated, emotionally discontent with everything that's kind of happening in our life, it's almost like Spirit's saying, that's enough of this feeling low and bored and sad and unhappy with life. This is time to change it. Make the sacrifice and spend that time alone, solitude, introspection, reflection. Let's get these energies in alignment, right? Let's tap into this energy here with Freya. I think it was Freya. Yeah, Freya and the King of Wands. And let's find our power. Let's reclaim this power, right? With the Hermit energy, it's all about deep diving into the self, right? How do our self-limiting beliefs blocking us from stepping into our power to manifesting and creating powerful abundance within our life, right? So make the sacrifice. For some of you, if you're feeling just out of balance, right, during this full moon energy, take the time to delve deep within the self, discover the self, right? Is what Spirit is wanting you to focus on here, right? So that you can align your energies with making choices, decisions that are going to help you to align with that 10 of Pentacles. That being here today means that you are someone who is meant to achieve this level of abundance, prosperity, enjoying the pleasures of life in your lifetime, right? It's like Spirit saying, it's time to get to work. It's time to align with these energies versus keeping ourselves in this 4 of Cups energy and feeling unhappy, bored, feeling apathetic towards life, right? You have the Emperor right underneath that. And this is all about also stepping into that masculine energy, right? Taking action. Like I said, that King of Wands is coming through as masculine. The Emperor of masculine energies, Aries energy here. This is about us focusing, right? Keeping ourselves focused, disciplined, grounded, coming up with a strategy, coming up with a plan, right, of action to work towards these things. So very powerful, I feel like, for you, Pile 2. So what else am I going to do here? Let's actually go into these ones here. So pile number 2, how is this full moon in Gemini going to be affecting you? What can you expect? How can you work with these energies? How can pile 2, not pile 3 yet. How can pile 2 work with these full moon and Gemini energies? What is this bringing for them? Love. Okay. We have love. Manifest. Okay. Wow. Some of you literally manifesting love, manifesting new love, right? Maybe it's love for yourself. Maybe you're manifesting self-love. Okay. We have an opportunity here. Maybe your opportunity is manifesting opportunities in love, new love for yourself. You're feeling yourself. That King of Wands energy is a very, very, you know, we have trust here, right? Manifesting more trust, maybe in the divine's plan in your life. We have a wish here, right? So yeah, this is really important, powerful energy for you. Okay, pile 2. Like I said, some of you love, it can literally be self-love. For some of you, it may be new love coming in, or maybe even strengthening the connection that you already have with someone. But this is Spirit saying here, working with these energies, manifesting new opportunities for yourself, trusting, right? Learning to trust your intuition, getting into alignment with making wishes, dreams, bringing them into fulfillment. Some of you literally might have a wish being fulfilled with this energy, right? With something that you have been already working towards manifesting here, right? And I totally want to hear about it, whatever this is that's coming in for you. You know? Let's see. Pile number 2. What is this full moon energy in Gemini? The cold moon. What is this energy bringing in for you? How can you work with it? What can you expect? Wisdom. Right? Wisdom, knowledge, source, giving you some downloads here. Like I said, that High Priestess energy is our connection to source, right? It is our higher self. It is angels, ancestors, spirit guides, you know, supreme beings of the white light, whatever you connect and work with. We have destruction here, right? Something being broken down. To me, that is that 4 of Cups, that 5 of Swords, right? The devil energy. This is breaking away from this energy. Right? Gaining freedom from. This is basically Spirit saying you can't hold on to this devil energy, right? Cannot hold on to that. We need to let this go. With that Tower, that's what's happening here. Look at that. You have opportunity here, and we have faith right over trust. Look at that. That is beautiful. Right? Beautiful. Some of you, like I said, that destruction could be the destruction that's happening of the old ideas, right? The old self-limiting beliefs that have been blocking you, that have been blocking manifestations for you. It can be a destruction of certain belief systems that are keeping you stuck, stagnant, unhappy, discontent, apathetic, right? Towards things that are happening in your life. And you actually learning to have trust and faith that your wishes and your dreams that you are working towards manifesting can come true, will come true, right? You're learning wisdom, knowledge from the energies this Spirit is kind of bringing forth for you. Like I said, that destruction to me could be the old self, self-limiting beliefs, things that are not in alignment with us. Let's see, what is this destruction energy for pile number 2? We have, what is this? The 6 of Pentacles, and this is kind of coming out sideways. What is this destruction energy for pile 2? Justice. This is bringing some type of karmic balance for you. Karmic justice, okay? With your 4 of Cups again, right? That energy, like I said, does not serve, right? This is missed opportunities. This is feeling bored, apathetic, unhappy, discontent with our life, right? So this is you bringing balance to that. Maybe for some of you, it's kind of giving you a little bit of a kick in the pants with that 6 of Pentacles, about putting forth the focus, the energy towards trusting that if we continue to work towards something, the opportunities will come. We have to keep ourselves open to them. With that 4 of Cups, that is a card of us not paying attention. It's about us having a blind spot, something that we're not seeing. Okay? something we're not seeing. So this is paying extra attention around this full moon to the downloads you receive from spirit that are going to help to guide you and for you to have trust and faith and start trusting your intuition and where it's guiding you towards. The opportunities are there, right? Opportunities are there. You have 2 opportunity cards, 2 different decks. You also have this 4 of Cups energy, which is not seeing the opportunities, right? Or us kind of turning up our nose at certain opportunities that spirit brings to us because we feel like, oh, that's not exactly what I wanted. However, spirit is bringing it to us for a reason. It could be that opportunity that's a stepping stone to helping us to get to where we really want to be, right? It all happens for a reason. It's about us trusting and having faith in the divine's plan for us, okay? And breaking free out of that devil energy, whatever that means for you. If it's a person, a situation, a toxic environment, you know, it could be, like I said, some of you with the 5 of Swords and the devil energy, it could literally be, you know, an argument, tension, conflict with another person, right? And maybe that Tower energy is like a huge wake-up call for you that you're like, you know what? No more. I don't want this anymore. I don't want this anymore. I'm going to work towards something that I do want and let this go. Okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you. Pile number 2. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 3. So those of you that resonated with the amethyst crystal, this is going to be a reading today, and we are looking into what this full moon in Gemini, the cold moon, what type of energies is this bringing in for you? How can you work with these energies? Maybe even things that you need to pay attention to. Okay. So as I was telling Pile 1 and Pile 2, I may have said it in the intro, I don't remember. But this is bringing in energies of Saturn, Neptune, Mars retrograde, and also some mercurial energy, okay? So full moon energy, if you are aware of it, you know, it can bring in a lot of different stuff. It affects people in many different ways. Let's see, Pile 3. Pile number 3. What is this full moon in Gemini, the cold moon, for December 2022? What kind of energy is this bringing in for you? Okay, what is this? The 7 of Wands. What kind of energy is this bringing in for pile number 3, the full moon in Gemini? We have the 3 of Swords. Okay, so yeah, I'm noticing a little bit of a theme here across the piles today. And a lot of it is emotions that are coming up, okay? The 3 of Swords can talk about pain, heartache, and if you see kind of like in this picture with this girl here, the 3 of Swords, like I said, pain, suffering, heartache, it's a process, you know, really working towards healing. And it looks like she's kind of getting her little tattoo here. Maybe it's some type of something that she's wanting to remember, right? Something. It's this process. But the 7 of Wands energy is about perseverance, okay? And it is knowing that we might have, with this full moon energy, some challenges and some obstacles that we may be faced with. And for some of you, maybe it could even be some type of challenging situations that you do go through, right? That may cause heartache, pain to you. Some of you could literally be going through breakups or letting something go, bringing something to an end. Okay, so it's going to be different for all of you depending on what you got going on in your life, okay? The 7 of Wands is about perseverance. It's knowing that we might have those challenges and those obstacles that might be facing us, but we're kind of being strong and standing our ground and pushing through them, moving through them, okay? So what is this full moon in Gemini bringing in for, wow, we have the Empress, okay. What is this energy bringing in for pile number 3? The 4 of Pentacles. What else? The Knight of Swords. Okay, so this is decisive action. Some type of action you will be taking here with the Knight of Swords. And that is like, it almost makes me feel like there's some type of decision here that you're making with, like, you are sure, totally sure about something here. And I'm seeing the 10 of Wands at the bottom. The Ten of Wands can really make us feel, we feel under a lot of stress, a lot of heaviness, a lot of burden, right? So there could literally be something that you are working towards letting go, removing, or, you know, whatever that is symbolic for you for. But that Knight of Swords is you being sure, taking decisive action towards something here. The Ten of Wands is also us approaching the end of a difficult or challenging cycle, right? So maybe some of you are going through challenges right now. For some of you, it can have to do with abundance, with the Four of Pentacles energy here. Is kind of what I'm seeing there. Yeah. Yeah. Ten of Wands is a lot of heaviness, right? For some of us, it can be a lot of hard work, a lot of stress that we're putting ourselves under, maybe by working really hard towards something. The Ten of Wands can also be us getting close to burnout, feeling burnt out, doing too much, feeling drained, needing rest, needing to nurture the self, is also what I'm seeing here. Okay, so I want to kind of pull an overall energy for you, pile 3. Yeah, that Ten of Wands could be fatigue, stress, burden, heaviness, a lot of responsibility, right, that we have. We've been doing a lot, doing too much. Let's see here. Maybe this is time for nurturing the self with that Empress energy being there. Okay. What is the overall energy? This one wants to come out. We've got the Four of Wands. Okay. The fours are about stability. And you have the Four of Pentacles here. Four of Wands is stability. It is harmony. It is balance. Right? So I almost feel like if you have been going through a lot of challenging energies here, things that you've been working towards, already facing these challenges, this is basically Spirit saying don't give up. The end of this tough cycle that you've been going through is approaching, right? And maybe once this cycle has come to this end with that Knight of Swords energy, there is you taking some type of decisive action. It's like, okay, I've made it through this difficult phase. Here we go. What's next? What am I doing? Right? But that Four of Wands energy is stability. It is harmony, right? Maybe because with this Four of Pentacles, maybe you, like I said, for some of you, you may have been working towards trying to gain more financial abundance. And this Empress energy gives you that opportunity to manifest it, to create it. Maybe this is what you're taking action towards. Okay. Sometimes that Three of Swords could be some type of maybe past disappointment that we've been facing as these challenges have kind of come up for us. So to me, looking at this Empress, it's like you're finding that stability and harmony within yourself, that balance, so that you are able to take the action that you need to in order to bring about change, manifestation, blessings, abundance into your life. This is you nurturing your creative ideas. You know, yes, with the Three of Swords, it can cause disappointment, heartache, pain, suffering, a need to learn to let certain things go, right? And understanding that even though we may be going through times like this, they're not going to last forever, right? We can move through them. And even with this Four of Pentacles energy here, she looks like she's playing the harp, right? She's playing the harp. She's getting her energy into this very balanced energy here, okay? Stability. So let's see. I want to clarify this Three of Swords, I feel like. Let's see. What is this Three of Swords for pile number? Okay. We've got the Six of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So the Six of Wands is an energy of a victory. It's an achievement, right? You stick to something. Even though it may be challenging, you're sticking to it. You're moving past these difficult energies. And the Six of Pentacles is telling you that as you continue to put forth the effort, the intention, the focus towards something that you are working towards manifesting, these results are soon going to pay off. You are going to reap the reward of that, right? And that may be some type of accomplishment that you've made that is going to lead to satisfactory results, happiness, within your life, okay, is what I'm seeing there. So I'm going to see what this Four of Pentacles energy is here. The Nine of Swords, okay? This is anxiety. So for many of you, this full moon energy can definitely be bringing in anxiety, nervous, worried, but this is Spirit saying here, you're stable, okay? A stable energy. Now, but like I said, with that Nine of Swords, it could be something that you're taking action towards, right? To bring in even better, more profound, powerful type of energy here. So let's see. Pile number 3. What is this full moon in Gemini bringing in for you? The cold moon. Full moon in Gemini. What is it bringing in for you? Frequency. Okay. Flow, sound, vibration, energy, and healing. And look at that. She's playing a harp here. She's playing a harp. Okay. Yeah, maybe some of you during this time you work with some, maybe some sound healing. Okay, even if you listen to it, right? Not everybody has instruments that they can play, that they can use. But maybe for some of you, frequency is something that's going to be important, or paying attention to what your vibration is, right? Getting into alignment. Maybe some of you are energy healers, or maybe could benefit from visiting an energy healer, or using sound, vibration, listening to solfeggio frequencies, sound bowl healings that they have all over YouTube, right? That you can listen to. It might be helping you. We also have protection here, and it says, what does that say? Armament, strengthen, boundaries, and your aura, right? So many of you, this is maybe a need for you to create better boundaries, right? Strengthening those boundaries. And especially with the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands can be about boundaries too, right? Standing your ground with certain decisions that you're making, stepping into your power. You've got the Harvest here. Look at that. Abundance, gratitude, security, and being patient, right? Being patient with these things. Like I said, with that Six of Pentacles, we are working towards something here. The Six of Pentacles is an energy of reciprocity, meaning that we have to put in the work. We have to put in the work. We have to make decisions and take decisive action towards things we are wanting to manifest, right? You have the Harvest here, abundance, gratitude, right? This is holding gratitude towards others, right? Especially if people are generous with us, we're also returning that same energy towards them, right? This is Spirit saying here, you're working towards security, right? The Four of Pentacles is stable. It's not a whole lot of abundance, right? But you're definitely on that path of creating more, or having opportunities to create more for yourself. And this is being patient through that process, okay? You also have crystalline here, and it says energy, wonder, alive, and beauty. And to me, looking at her, the way that she's kind of sitting here, it reminds me a lot of that Empress energy, right? This is you feeling alive, you feeling like you can step into your power to really work towards manifestation. You're feeling more confident, more belief and trust in the self and your ability to manifest, I feel like. So let's see what else, pile. What do we have here? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. We've also got Taurus, Libra, Four of Pentacles. We've got Capricorn energy here. Taurus, Leo, strong Leo. Leo placements. What else is under here? The Three of Swords. That is Libra energy. Okay. So pile number 3, what can you expect from this full moon in Gemini? What is it bringing in for you? What can you expect, and how can you work with this energy? Foundation, okay? That's what the Four of Pentacles is. It is a strong foundation, a solid foundation, right? In which you are building to create more abundance, more prosperity within your life, okay? Stability. Also, the Four of Wands, a foundation, right? Maybe this is you building up this abundance for yourself, right? Or whatever this is that you're working towards, creating stability for yourself. Maybe it gives you an opportunity, right, to create stability, to manifest stability into your life by taking action here, right? So pile number 3, what is this full moon in Gemini bringing in for you? Meditation, okay? Spirit also wanting you to focus on meditating during this time, right? Maybe for you with relieving any type of anxieties or fears that you might have and trusting in yourself, right? That you can move through these challenges. We also have surrender here. Okay. That surrender. Let me just take a look here. Yeah, surrendering. This is about, there's a lot of detail in there. With the surrender, this is going to be about not trying to force or control, right? Situations. This is doing whatever we need to do to set out that manifestation energy, release it, right? Let it go. Trust and be patient, right? That the energy that we've put forth towards that manifestation is going to bring us the harvest. We have alignment, okay? I love that. Okay? So it gives you an opportunity to find alignment within the self. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, you do have breaking habits. Okay? So whatever those habits are, maybe if you're someone who blocks yourself, right? Keeps yourself stuck in a place of fear or doubt or worries about manifesting things for yourself. So let's actually go into this one here. Pile number 3. What can you expect from this full moon in Gemini? What is this full moon in Gemini bringing in for you? How can you work with it? What can you expect? Wisdom. Okay, wisdom. Wisdom. Something you're learning here. We've also got your energy, right? Energy and strategy. I love that. I love that. Right? Maybe there's some type of clarity of helping you to come up with plans of creating things. We have growth here, which is beautiful. This growth can be happening within you. It can also be happening within the manifestation. So you have believe here, right? Maybe you're believing more in yourself. You're becoming more confident, right? In that Empress energy. And you have the energy of flow, right? So by you working towards getting your energy into alignment, right? Putting forth, planting the seeds, working towards the things that you've been working towards and continue to move beyond those challenges here, that you're going to see this growth pay off. This is Spirit saying here, believe in yourself, believe in your power of manifestation, right? Releasing any bad habits that are not in alignment for you, that are not aligned with this manifestation that you are seeking within your life, no matter what it is, right? You come up with a plan, you see growth, you stick to it, you stay focused, you stay disciplined, right? So let's see what else here. Pile number 3, the full moon in Gemini. What energies is bringing in for you? How can you work with it? What can you expect? Pile number 3. Clearing. I love that. Clearing, right? Anything out of your path that's not working. We have inspiration here. So maybe there's some type of divine inspiration ideas that Spirit is bringing forth. We also have beauty here, which again, to me, tying into that feminine Empress energy, right? That feminine energy within all of us is about us feeling more beautiful, more confident, more radiant. Valuing ourselves, our ideas. Was there something else that came up here? Okay, yeah. So we've got challenges here. We've already seen that with the 7 of Wands, right? But Spirit is saying here, the end of this cycle is fast approaching. Do not give up. Look at that. Abundance, right? To me, with the challenges here in the abundance, like I said, I'm noticing at the beginning that some of you may have had some blocks around your manifestations surrounding prosperity, abundance. But by you really working towards aligning your energies and breaking any bad habits, you are helping to clear and remove those blockages with the flow of abundance coming into your life. Okay? So it's important full moon energy for you to work with this energy to release any of these bad habits that you might have that have been blocking you, right? Even if it's the mindset. Okay, so what are these challenges that pile 3 might encounter? What is this? The Knight of Wands, which to me is putting forth the energy, right? Just the energy, just action, just making the decision, right? The Knight of Wands is a very powerful fire power energy of moving towards something with the quickness, right? Of pursuing what our passion is. So to me, the challenge here could be your own drive, right? It's a need for just kind of getting that fire lit and just go, right? Just go. Let's see, what is this challenging energy here? Okay, so we have the Tower. Okay, the Tower can be some type of upheaval. It can be something that is being removed, right? That's not really in alignment with us. It can be a tower moment, total tower moment that we have, right? What are these challenges that pile number 3 might experience with this full moon energy? What are the challenges? The Strength card, okay? To me, that is your confidence. Your confidence, okay? We have the Hangman at the bottom, which to me is a need for this shift or change in perspective, okay? 10 of Wands showing up again at the bottom. To me, that is a need for releasing, letting go, looking at what your current responsibilities are at this time right now. Can you possibly put any more on your plate? And if you know, I absolutely cannot. I'm under enough stress as it is right now. Let's look through those things. What can we let go of? What can we release, right? Maybe that's a huge epiphany for you. Maybe some type of realization about a need for you to really kind of work towards having more courage, more confidence in yourself. Change and shift in perspective about certain things that you're holding on to that you don't need to, that you can release in order to create something new. Okay, is what I'm seeing here. So we've got some Leo, a Pisces, energy here as well. Sagittarius. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for you. Pile number 3. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.